Hello and welcome to this demo of the Rockstar Curator Recruitment platform. The purpose of this video is to show you our world-leading methodology and technology recruitment platform that can revolutionize your existing recruitment process and send your new employee retention rates right through the roof. The four key benefits of this platform are: 1. Reduce your commercial downtime. 2. Reduce your overall cost to hire. 3. Improve your retention rates up to 96%. And 4. Guarantee your placements for a full 12 months. Using our new trademarked recruitment technology and methodology platform called Rockstar Curator. So if we log into the dashboard on our home page here, you can see that there are two columns on the screen. On the right side we have talent alerts, and on the left side we have campaigns. For the purpose of this demo today, I'm going to show you a recruitment campaign from the left hand side. So in this case we'll select a UK director role. We'll click on the campaign. In the middle we have, well, there's three columns on the screen. In the middle we have background and requirements to the role and your company. On the left we have all the campaign documents, and on the right we have a list of the candidates that are shortlisted and have been presented to you for this campaign. So in terms of the page, you see a branded or potentially branded customized site. So you have your client name here and your company logo in here, and basically we also have the documents below there. So first of all we have the job description, which we refer to as one-dimensional recruitment, which is where firms often hire on skills and experience, people that can do the job, but fire on behaviours and performance, people that don't do the job. So we weren't satisfied with this, so we went on a quest to understand: 1, what makes a person fit in the role when others don't, and 2, what makes a person perform in the role. And we arrived at something called the 3 levels of assessment. In the traditional recruitment model, there are 3 levels of assessment. Number 1, the appear to; 2, the can do level; and 3, the will do level, with the consistency that the more, going from left to right across the levels of assessment, the more you assess a candidate, the higher the impact on their performance in your company. So on the right side of the graph, this level here is what we would call, and have trademarked, the Rockstar employee, somebody who performs at this level in your company. These are the people that you have in your company at this end of the graph, and we define those as meeting 3 strict criteria in your organization. Number 1, they will be exceptionally high percentile performer, and they will excel and be revered in their field, typically in the top % of employees. Number 2, they will be successfully retained over time in your company, i.e. rockstars do not leave within 12 months of joining. This would not be a rockstar hire, as even if they were a brilliant individual, it is still a failed hire, and therefore not a rockstar employee. Number 3, they are a role model to other employees and set the standard for benchmarking future hires, i.e. hiring managers will say, please go get me more people just like Peter Performance or Wendy Wonderful, as fictitious employee characters. So in our model, this is the traditional model. In our model, instead, our model is designed to achieve those huge benefits in performance and retention, those people that will do the job the way you want them to do it and at the right level that you want or need them to perform at, whilst fitting into the team environment of your company. So the difference in our system is that we assess level 1, level 2 and level 3 before you interview, so pre-interview assessment. In the traditional model, only level 1 and 2 happen before pre-employment, and you leave level 3, which is the most important level, until somebody is on the job when it's too late. So in order to be shortlisted by us for your company as a set of candidates, a candidate must pass 3 tests before they can be shortlisted as a Rockstar candidate. So they've got to meet our 3 levels of pre-interview assessments, which include assessment across credibility test, skills, experience, background, academics, key competency, assessments and behavioural fit. They've got to meet our credibility standard. They've got to demonstrate they can do the role and have the required credentials. They've got to demonstrate that they will do the role and perform to a high standard and be retained successfully over time. That's all part of one criteria. And secondly, they will be interviewed and have an excellent match to your skills, experience, background, academics and achievements. And thirdly, they've got to match your company culture and behaviours extremely well. We have to determine they will do the job extremely well after tangibly measuring their attitude, behaviours and personality for your specific role in your specific company. Only when they meet those 3 levels of classifications do they make our candidate shortlist. So in order to do this, to identify what good looks like at level 3, we use a tool called a job survey assessment tool. And this clarifies and measures that there are what is critical to high performance and success in the role. Basically, the report produces one of 8 types of profiles. It's written in simple English. It will show the type of the profile personality that your firm is looking for and produce a graph based on numbers and metrics of the DNA of the individual required. And the light bulb moment for our clients is that when they realize to assess the job first before finding and assessing and matching candidates. And when you have multiple interviewers producing this, it's known as an aggregated blueprint. If you look in the candidate documents on the left of our system, on our platform, you will see the comparison report. This is a comparison report of your decision makers to produce the aggregated blueprint for the job survey profile. So here you've got 4 profiles, 4 decision makers, 4 interviewers, and 3 are looking for a generalist profile and 1 is looking for a pioneer. And what our process does, it aligns decision makers and interviewers first. So we find the consensus and highlight any difference in opinions needed to iron out first before we then produce the aggregated blueprint, which is this one. So this blueprint here is a merge of all 4 of these. Okay, the next critical feature to assess level 3 behaviours in candidates is our key competencies. So here, when we click on the left hand side, you can use up to 5 questions. You can either customize these or select from our library. Now, these are all questions that are critical for success in the role, i.e. must know questions, things you'd like to know before meeting a profile, as a guideline, deal breaker type stuff. The purpose of this is to validate suitability up front or raise red flags to eliminate, or highlight areas to probe in interview face-to-face. Another feature is the progress report, which is unique. What the progress report does as a campaign document, it shows our research strategy, the prospective candidates that would meet the bullseye and then go into the outer rings, identifying our targets. It produces a status update, which would show the conversion metrics into our shortlist of 4 candidates in this case. So what you've got is a long list in the outer rings going through to the shortlist. So the long list of prospects going to the shortlist that have been selected and met the 3 Rockstar candidate criteria in order to meet the shortlist. So for example, somebody like Peter Francis, who works at a direct competitor, it can show why he has been eliminated, even though on paper he looks like a fantastic profile. Then next we have the candidate briefing pack. Now, as a partner and supplier to your company, we see ourselves as brand advocates and a marketing mouthpiece to your company. So we produce this marketing brochure for the opportunity on your behalf. The opportunity really stands out because and again, it shows why we are different. It shows Rockstar's role in the process. If we scroll down, you've got all things like key responsibilities, skills and competencies, the Rockstar Selection process. So this is all demonstrates a robust process and an investment in people, a firm that cares about talent and its recruitment process. It also shows how we achieve the right hire and get the fit right for our clients, which shows a much more personable and customized approach versus a transactional approach elsewhere. And ultimately how this all leads to the end result, which is getting the hire and the employee right, leading to our objective of 96% retention rate. So this assists the trust in the decision making and gives the candidate equal reassurance that they are making the right choice. So if we go back to the dashboard, on the right hand side we can see the short list of candidates. If we select John Smith as an example in this case, we can see there are 3 buttons at the top. Again, 3 columns, 3 buttons such as request interview. It's quite self-explanatory. In the middle section we have his career highlights here. Below that we have the executive summary, which are the notes from the Rockstar Recruiter interview qualification with the candidate. And then below you can enter your name and comments, so interviewers, HR, stakeholders can put all their comments and feedbacks from interview or comments on the profile in one place. In the left column we have a photograph uploaded by the candidate. Below that we have a video, and the reason we do a video is to create first impressions, to give you a flavour of how the candidate presents themselves, what they feel is important about them, what they want to highlight, why they're different and suitable for the role and enthusiastic about it. The video here, I'll just show you it playing.
Hello, my name is John Smith. Thank you very much for considering me for the role of Sales Director. It's an opportunity.
So I'll just pause John Smith there. It's just to let you know where this video is. And then of course, like standard recruitment processes, we do of course include the CV, which is part of the level 2 criteria, the level 2 assessment, showing obviously employment history, academics, skills, background, experience, and so on. If we then go back to the dashboard, we have the McQuaig job survey here for the candidate, and this basically is the anecdote to tangibly measuring cultural behaviours and fit. This is a golden nugget because it's a key to matching the candidate with your specific role and company. So it's the reciprocal survey of the blueprint that we created earlier. And basically it generates a report called the Job Fit Interview Guide, which shows the real versus situational. So it shows what's happening at the moment with the candidate in real time. It can indicate if there is a low or high morale in the current role. In this case, we've got 4 arrows, white arrows when there's 2 or more. It shows pointing towards the balance line in the middle. It indicates an example of low morale. So this is produced by our clever algorithms in the background to help ascertain whether there is a clinical match or outcome or not to a specific role and level in your company. So as you can see, the report's indicated a strong match here. It will highlight the critical behaviours, matching here, strong match or potential match, and highlights areas to probe with questions and so on. These kind of topics are highlighted and recommended for interview if needed. Not everybody needs them, but it will help if you use them for a more consistent interview structure if desired, for more consistent and uniform interviewing. So basically the conclusion on the level 3 assessment regarding the likelihood they will do the role the way you want them to do and subsequently perform and be happy in your way of working. So this strong match indication here would be the glue that validates and binds your decision together. It wouldn't enforce you to make the decision itself, as you still need to complete all your level 2 assessments as part of your company's process, but what it does do is validate whether that decision would be right or wrong at the end of the process as well. So more features in the process here. We have key facts. So this is what the candidate wants to highlight. For example, he might have referred to the briefing pack where it might reference something like conference speaking, keynote speaker type activities, and John Smith here is wrote an excerpt about that. Also, the candidate can upload their references here now or later on in the process for your decision makers to see and access those. And earlier we mentioned key competencies, where we recommend you choose either 3 to 5 customized key competencies that are critical for the role, for success in the role, or you can select from our library. So these are a preset 3 to 5 questions for each shortlisted candidate. So if we click on these, we recommend candidates to reply in writing from 1 to 3 paragraphs is our recommendation. So it provides even more customized candidate insight. It allows you to again consistently and uniform your questions and your pre-screening criteria. These answers will highlight red flags or areas to probe in interview, and provides more insight pre-interview to assist with who to focus on for interview and probing, and it provides that additional layer of evidence decision making when evaluating your shortlists. So other Rockstar Curator platform benefits to note would be: 1, all data and documents are easily accessible in one place. 2, interviewers can share feedback seamlessly as well as within candidate records. 3, it provides 24/7 access. 4, it can be accessed from any internet device, tablet, phone, computer, laptop. 5, it gives you a unique and secure login and password. And 6, the option does exist to download all the documents of candidates and the campaign to review offline if you wish. And furthermore, we have a benchmark graph for the candidate shortlist. Now, this is a subjective evaluation that's provided by your Rockstar account manager across the 5 selected key competency areas. So your Rockstar recruiter will qualify all the candidate prospects in a qualification interview, and then they compare and rank candidates against each other via the benchmark graph regarding the key competency assessments. So it shows who's the favoured candidates in line with value for money. So this is a subjective opinion, albeit from an experienced recruiter who has spoken with all of the candidates firsthand already. So you can get a consistent third-party viewpoint from the recruiter who knows the individual candidates personally. Again, information to enable more insightful decision-making and shortlist selection. It's all part of our curation methodology, where we select, organize and present our Rockstar candidates to our clients in a unique way compared to all the other search firms and other recruitment agencies that you're perhaps used to already. So the advantages can be summarized of using our system: that we perform the grunt work and heavy lifting for all of this insight. There's no onus on you. It provides more insight and evidence-based decision making. It's a transparent, comprehensive process. It's not just what we do, but the way in which we do it that sets us apart from the competition. It provides a measurable service that enables us to guarantee placements up to 12 months for our standard service and even 2 years for our managed services. So it's a scalable platform solution that works for anything from 1 or 2 hires to a handful per year, or even up to 300 vacancies per year for a big client. The reassurance that we will fix it even in the long term if it goes wrong is way beyond where other suppliers are no longer accountable. So therefore we have much more skin in the game in a true partnership. So it's a truly collaborative partnership as opposed to a transactional approach provided by most agencies. And our objective is to get your attrition rates down to as low as 4% as possible. So this is a truly strategic relationship as well, where we can provide you with a true ROI, a set of metrics to calculate these benefits, and we can actually demonstrate the direct costs and indirect costs of recruitment to your company as it is now with its current retention rates versus the 2B retention rates and ROI gained from our service, what no other supplier can do or demonstrate. So the next action, if you're interested to sign up or look into this in more detail and receive the benefits of this service or discuss rates for your company, or to receive a live one-to-one interactive demo, then please either one, call us on 0208 980 7575 to our UK headquarters, or email us at hello@rockstarselection.com, or 3, schedule a live one-to-one demo with a Rockstar account manager on the link below. Thank you.